Hi there, my fellow YouTubians. Hope you're having a great day and succeeding your goal into day-to-day lives. We got a lot to cover in this episode. It's been a while. I've been smashing it through Star Wars. Got that pretty much close to finished and done and dusted. So that's all very, very good. Very quick game. That's just done. Moving on. Jeez, it's been a while, hasn't it? 2 weeks, it's been a long time because I've been recording this stuff out of Star Wars. That's going really well with the viewers as well, so congratulations. We are working on fixing the viewer account. There's no denial in that. There's been quite a sabotage been going on that too, and we've been trying to sort of just fix that out and blah 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 and stopping this entities from getting into it and getting into my YouTube channel. So we're stopping that and going full force with that. Now, with that topic of Andes, there's been a lot of shows that I've been watching. Paranormal Elite is one of them, and also Apex TV is the other one. Just with Apex TV, I love it with a passion. It's one of my great shows. If one of my viewers out there can get me an interview with both of these dudes, I'll be more than happy to sit down and do the interview with them. Now, the other thing too is they're talking about a lot of time travel. So without further ado, this segment will be time travel and love. Let's get the love thing going. Just on some of the future predictions I'm going to make, and you can watch down the descriptions below to watch other of my psychic predictions and that, and some of them are actually becoming quite true. It's very, very impressive. Now, just in the States, just recently, they've done a show on Lou Gehrig and his Carnation, and the Americans are sort of saying, well, is it true or is it not? I'm telling you straight off, yes, I think it's a reincarnation of Lou Gehrig. So with the local state baseball team, they'll have to keep an eye on this kid and draft him very, very early because he could go around as a first round kick. But yes, he is a reincarnation of Lou Gehrig as far as I'm concerned. And I think his parents are well aware of that as well as the local community and area. I don't think it's a hoax, but I've been wrong in the past, but I think this could be the real deal. Moving on. Getting back into Australia, Sophie Monk is in a coma after her ski trip. The reason behind that is because obviously she's trying to find her lover, and she has put herself in a coma to go deep into her subconscious to try and figure out on her partner is. She'll wake up in the next couple of days and it'll just be an evolution of the karma and her trying to figure out on her partner actually is. So lots of luck with Sophie Monk and her being in a reduced coma. Now, getting back to Apex TV, they talked to a time traveller about the Phoenix and the weather patterns. The time traveller saying there is no equinox as far as the weather's concerned. I've been in the gardening industry for 10 years and I can guarantee you there is an equinox as far as the weather is concerned. So I've got nothing but respect for the time traveller. I'll love to interview him because 9 times out of 10 he's got something right, but I reckon there is an equinox compared to the weather here in Australia and globally as well. So the equinox is real. Getting back to the royal family, when the Queen dies, it'll be very, very sad for the royal family. Will be named king, but will be a true gentleman beside it and give the crown to Kate. And the reason behind that is because he wants to do a lot of work with his brother, but he'll get total respect from the royal family and various bits and pieces, and we all know where I'm going with Harry at this present point in time. And the person who Prince Harry is meant to be with is very, very upset and very emotional about this, and we'll just let that ride for now. Also too, in the Apex interview, the time traveller said, will Donald Trump will come back as the next American Prime Minister? The answer to that question is yes. I agree with Noah on that one, and I would love to interview Noah myself. So there's a little hint in that. Now, getting back with relationships and in Ukraine, very, very difficult, very, very emotional for both sides of the parties. We know there's a lot of cheating going on. That's just that's just life in general. There's no chemistry, there's no this, there's no that, blah blah blah. I think what people have to do is work on themselves and just be happy with themselves, and that's all you can do. At the end of the day, everyone's getting frustrated and upset and can't concentrate on their work. I get it, times are very, very tough and very difficult for the people on the planet Earth. It's just not me, it's just the local community in general. We're sick of it. I'm going to start asking questions, as all should you guys. As far as the entities are concerned, we're blowing a massive hole right through them, because we deserve the life that we truly do deserve. We've worked our ass off, and now it's time to claim the rewards for working our ass off, for those rewards to go to sea. As soon as they throw blockages coming our way, we're going to do a Goku versus Jared. Jared, if you saw that fight, that was amazing. That's what we're going to do to these entities once I figure out a way on how to do it. We're just fucking sick and tired of all these blockages, and Goku and Jared. So hopefully I can do again what Goku did to Jared to these entities. We've just fucking had enough of it. It's time for us to reap the awards, to reap the benefits, and get the awards for the hard work we've been doing as human beings here on this planet. Now it's time to reap those rewards. As far as the Archangel's concerns, the Archangels are like, we want to give it to you, but we can't, because what the hey, these entities are sort of blocking the awards from coming through. So what I think the Archangels need to do is, well, fuck you, the entities. We're going to give the humans the awards that they rightfully deserve to the right people. So we're just going to fucking come in and go straight on top of it. And of course the humans that are down here on planet Earth say, yeah, Archangels, you can do the same, but guess what? We're going to help you from our end and work as one and make it for the highest good of them all. So, and good on NASA for sort of controlling the situation ahead. For some reason, I got told again that the Nintendo Switch is going to have a very, very good year, so hopefully that prediction comes true. Myself in my head are saying, well, what do you want there? Do you want to get a tennis for the PlayStation 4, or do you want to get this new game that's coming out on the Nintendo Switch? So my mind's sort of juggling between the two, and various bits and pieces, so we'll have to wait and see in time. So the other show I wanted to talk to you about is Paranormal Elite. That's another great show for you guys to lock in and have a see, and talk to Apex TV, that's just going just so well and blasting things out of the water left, right and centre. If you get me an interview with both of those two people, I'd be very, very grateful. Not only that, if you're a time traveller and you love Planet Earth, give me a thing down the Facebook. I'd love to interview, and I wouldn't mind asking time traveller this question. If you can go back in time to time travel at a certain location at a particular point in time, and you choose to be with the partner that you want to be with, could that alternate your timeline, say from 1990 to the year 2018, or will you still be ending up in the same place as 2018 because it was always meant to be that you're in this place in 2018? So that's a very interesting question. It's just like in money. Oh shit, can I go back in time to put shares on the travel companies that are going through the roof? I forgot what the travel companies in Melbourne, World Star or something like that. Harvey World, no, and travel company in Melbourne, I just can't think of what it's called. Blah blah blah. Can I go back in time to put money on those shares because those shares are going through the roof? If you can, what will the consequences be in 2018? Will I lose jobs for doing that? Would I gain more jobs from doing that? Would I get good and bad karma points from doing that? All these questions sort of need answers too. So hopefully we can sort of work on that as well. So basically, life decisions would be awesome to ask a time traveller about life decisions of various bits and pieces. How do we stop these entities from coming into day-to-day life and making it a living hell where we should be wrecking the awards for all the work that we do and various bits and pieces? And if I put the lotto ticket on and various bits and pieces, and all these questions that sort of need answering to would be fantastic. So again, if you know a time traveller, let me know in the Facebook and I'll be more than happy to interview him on that. Just a reminder that AFL Fantasy opens up on Friday. The interesting thing is I've got all my rookies and my high draft rookies already. They're all set to ready to rock and roll. So they're all set to rock and roll. Various bits and pieces. Again, just be sentimental to people that haven't woken up yet. I've been told that very, very specifically from the people upstairs. So if you're not sentimental, just give it time to wake up, and whatever's the destiny would be the destiny. The other thing I want to talk to you about too, just quickly, are the relationships going to improve? Is the attitude going to improve in the relationships of men and women in Gippsland? I know what the answer is. I don't think people will like it, and I don't want to say it because people will just put their homes up the market and leave, and it'll be catastrophic for the town. So as my mum always said, if you've got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. A lot of people are sort of wondering that in the back of their heads, and that's the reason why. As I said to you earlier, the only person that you can work upon is yourself, and hopefully you'll get the rewards once you do work upon yourself. Well, you can say, well, why, Darren, why hasn't the law of attraction applied to me yet? I don't know. I think a lot of that's got to do with these entities that are around in various bits and pieces, and that's why we sort of want them to pack up their spaceships and sort of skedaddle. So, so that's just why the law of the attraction sort of haven't applied. I can tell you right now that my karma credit points are just drop. So they're just locked up, and a lot of that's got to do with this entity sort of still being around. Entity, many aliens, not ghosts or spirits. If I had an apprentice working me with a gun, he went, you know, I'll clip him behind the ears and just say, just the working is not an entity, it's an alien, you idiot. Various bits and pieces. So we're not fans of them in this family. Even ourselves, we've sort of talked about putting the house on the market and saying, oh, we want out because of this entity and what's it doing to people, casting dark black shadows and just being an absolute cunt and sabotaging around golf and various bits and pieces like that, and sabotaging work and work equipment and sabotaging YouTube viewers and sabotaging romances and various bits and pieces. We just want them just completely out, and people saying, well, why haven't you put your house on the market? Why haven't you moved? The problem with that is it just follows you wherever you go, because you've been in that area for a very long time, and it's sort of just got that attachment. So again, if you know on how to get rid of these entities and black shadows and various bits and pieces, which is just a lot of crap, and not only that, just be specifically careful of your timeline too, because I've noticed that timelines sort of haven't changed. Oh, bro, we're in the year 2018. I can say, well, bro, fuck, are you really? What did you do yesterday? Oh, shit, I saw Melissa from 1966. You know? The same things are happening in 1966 as they are in 2018. Hello, can you just say you just saw the same things as you did in 1966 in 2018? Oh shit, bro, I've been living in my life in 1966. Bingo. The year is 2018, so the question there needs to ask, why can't people actually live their lives in the year 2018, even though the year is 2018? And guess what? The start showing, we're going on. So, various bits and pieces. So, again, if you don't know how to stop these entities, blah blah blah, and not only that, they get inside your heads and into your clients' heads of working various bits and pieces, blah blah blah. We're trying to work out ways on sort of stopping that from happening before we actually go out there and do the jobs, various bits and pieces. So I'm working on that 24/7 behind the scenes of the gardening around too. So people are asking, well, what's Darren Beatty doing in his spare time? It's exactly that. So once I know myself, I'll then be able to share the information and pass it on to you viewers. Oh, I know he's got that dark shadow again. Well, you know, we just want it gone so we can live along with our day-to-day lives and various bits and pieces. So again, wiki on that. Again, if you got these entities and they're pestering you in the ear about certain things, do you listen to you? Do you don't? Again, calling the archangels, but you've got to be so careful because the entity can actually reflect upon themselves as being archangels. So be very, very careful, and the archangels are aware of this and are working on this problem as what we are. Again, just be very, very mindful that these things are out here in various bits and pieces, and do not try not to fear them. Live your day-to-day life the best you possibly can and get the best result as you possibly can for yourself and for your country and for your nation. And always stay true to yourself and always listen to your heart, which is the most important aspect of your body. Once I know how to destroy these entities, I will pass the information on to you, my YouTube viewers, and hopefully we'll go from there. Again, we're trying to learn on how to, stop them from doing real damage and living your day-to-day life. But as I said, just do the best you can, stay to yourself, always follow the light if it is the light, and stay true to yourself, never give up your self-esteem, and live your day-to-day life to your best, to your capabilities, and send love and all, and just when you, that will be it for this show, and enjoy.